Hello, my name is Ian, and let's talk about one of my songs. I really like it when people deconstruct their songs. I wanted to do that for some of my songs that are on my EP that's called Someone's Journal. So grab a cup of tea, chillax, hang out, and let's talk about this song. Basically, the whole idea of this song started out because of TikTok. Back in the summer of 2020, I was watching a lot of TikToks, and I saw a fair amount of them of people filming themselves lying in the middle of the street as the rain was coming down. Shocking, those are part of the lyrics. I saw a lot of people running out into the middle of the street and just being in that moment, and I felt that. And I wanted to capture that in a song. And that's basically how the song started. Now, my analysis of the lyrics are probably going to be quite in retrospect, because I don't think I was consciously thinking about a lot of these decisions that I was making as I was writing it, but subconsciously they are probably all there. It's like a subconscious seed. When the seed in your subconscious starts to grow, then the song happens or something like that. I'm basically saying that I'm becoming a blooming artist. I guess subconsciously I thought of this whole song as a question, as if the chorus is asking this question to this other person, whoever it may be, come lie in the middle of the street in the rain. Again, a lot of this is retrospective, but that was kind of the point that I wanted to get across. As if you were inviting someone to lay with you in the middle of the street. Don't lay in the middle of the street in heavy traffic. I'm just gonna put that out there. Now, something interesting about the second verse is that it was written a couple of weeks, maybe even a month, after the first verse and chorus was written. I think a lot of people struggle when they write a second verse because it's continuing on with the ideas of the first verse and the chorus. That's why a lot of people recommend to start with the chorus and then build the ideas off of that for the verses. I didn't do that, which is fine. There's no right or wrong way to write a song. I wrote the first verse, then the chorus, and then I got busy, and then I wrote the second verse. Originally, I wanted the second verse to have some sort of joke about getting my glasses wet and spotty and something like that, but it didn't really work, which is okay. Sometimes ideas don't work, and that's fine. So the second verse is kind of more of an invitation, reminiscent to a time of when you have perhaps laid in the rain already. Again, a lot of this is subconscious. I probably wasn't consciously being like, let's make it like this, but there is some element in there. Before we jump into the logic session of this song, I want to tell you that the way that I produced this song is not the right way of making music. There is no correct way of making music. As long as the music sounds good, and to me, I think this song sounds good, then the song's correct in its production. This is just the way that I produced the song. That doesn't mean it's the right way, doesn't mean it's the wrong way. It's just a way of doing it. Would I produce it the same way again? Probably not, because I've learned things since producing the song. Anyway, let's jump in. So welcome to Logic. This is my Logic session for Summer Rain. As you can see, there are a fair amount of tracks. There's 107. That's not to say that every song has to have 107 tracks. That's just how the song ended up turning out. I use Logic to produce and record. It just makes sense to me, and I have a very fast workflow in it. That doesn't mean it's the only DAW that you should use, but that's just the one I like to use. So something interesting about this track is that there is three time changes in this song just at the beginning. Why? I don't know. I put it in there for fun. If you listen, it speeds up ever so slightly from the verse to the pre-chorus. Here, take a listen right here.
Wanna feel your head on my shoulder. The forest waves, the sun rays.
Just ever so slightly. So I played saxophone on this song. That's fun. I wanted to make the saxophone sound kind of interesting, so I added this slowdown effect at the end of this sort of phrase, and it added this cool effect. So take a listen. As if I'm like playing the notes really, really fast, but in reality, I'm just slowing it down. Something else that's super cool to point out is that I have this cheer going on in the background of this last sort of breakdown area, if you listen. Just for fun, it adds like that sort of element to it that's like hype up a little bit, because, who doesn't love a concert? To get in context, it really makes sense if you can hear it.
The rain comes down in the middle of the street.
It's like you're playing in a big stadium. It's kind of cool. So these guys down here are sound effects, atmospheric things that happen in the first verse and chorus. You can hear thunder and rain, and then a car happen in the chorus. If you listen to the car, we'll play it with the guitar. I'm a rhyming god, by the way. you can hear that car go from your right ear to your left ear, which is kind of cool. I had my friend Henry play the violin on this song, and he did an amazing job. It's really apparent in this last half of the breakdown section. It's super, super well done, and take a listen to this. That's like a symphony. It's really, really cool. Something else that's super cool to point out is the guitar near the end. Now, I had my friend Jesse play the bass on this song, and his idea was to make the guitar sound similar to this. Originally, it was just a guitar drenched in reverb. I wanted that spacey, alone in a concert hall, playing the guitar out of an amp kind of vibe. But he suggested that you lead it back into a very intimate, closed space. And I ended that song this way because it goes from super, super out and spacey to the last note is right in your face. Take a listen. Super spacey right here. That last note is right in your face. It's out of a very small amp, but it's right in your face. These claps I recorded in my bedroom. Super reverby, super cool. Yeah, and in terms of vocals, I didn't do anything crazy, just recorded my main vocal and some layered stuff. All this red up here is vocal tracks and things like that. Harmonies, you know. Something fun is this counting that I did. It sounds like this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's ever so slightly distorted. I have this distortion plugin that Logic has and just, put a little bit on, made it a little bit grungy, a tiny bit. So yeah, that's basically the whole session. The song came together really, really quickly, surprisingly, when I started to produce it. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll answer them. It's really kind of weird to talk about my own song, to be completely honest, but I am really excited about it, and if you listen to it, thank you so much. If you haven't yet, there's links probably everywhere on my social media to go find it. It's called Someone's Journal. It's by me, Iainthemusic, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and rest of your night, and whatever. Okay, bye!